So are you going to student council meeting tonight? I really want to go. I just don't want to go alone.
I thought I would. Bob is at home with the kids, so he can watch them. I'm not sure how many people are going to be there, but I know that they need to make a lot of decisions.
So the meeting's still at 7, right?
Yes, it's at 7. It's in the library. Who is that anyways? I've seen her around for the last couple of years, but I don't even know her name. Maybe we should ask her if she wants to come tonight.
I don't know what I'd say to her. I don't know how we'd invite her to come. Hey, want to come to the meeting? I feel bad. I don't want her to feel embarrassed. Or what if her English isn't that good?
Have you ever felt this way? As parents, we may want to reach out to other parents, but we hesitate for many different reasons. Welcome. My name is Arlene Morel, and I am a leader of parent engagement involved with both school councils and home and school associations. Welcoming All Voices is a resource for parent leaders and parent groups throughout the Thames Valley District School Board. It was developed as a collaborative project to assist and support parent leaders to further outreach efforts and to welcome newcomer parents into the school community. In my leadership role with the Thames Valley Parent Involvement Committee and during my time as a school council leader and currently in my role as the president of the Thames Valley Council of Home and School Associations, I have seen firsthand the desire of parent groups to be as welcoming as possible, along with the skills and the strengths that parents use to accomplish that goal. I also have had parents share with me that they are unsure how to reach out and support newcomer parents, how to encourage newcomer parents to become involved with the school and its parent groups. Welcoming All Voices offers ideas and strategies that can help your parent group become welcoming and inclusive as possible. You will see and hear some of the challenges that newcomer parents experience within the school system. The DVD and accompanying resource guide will encourage you to think and talk about what works in your school community and offers practical tips and tools developed by community and parent leaders.
Understanding different routines and requirements at school can be very challenging for many parents. It can be especially challenging if it's your first time your child is starting school, or if the school is very different from the other schools that you've experienced, or if the learning is a new language.
So when parents come to a new country for the first time, they come with all different kinds of experiences. But it's the pattern of those feelings that we really are talking about here and want to know about. So actually, Kathy and a few of the others are going to talk to us about their shared experiences.
The pattern of those feelings and experiences is often referred to as the adaptation process. The pre-departure phase has both excitement and hopes for the future, combined with fears about leaving.
No matter how we prepare ourselves to come to a new country, we always have these ups and downs of pre-departure. Sometimes we really plan and we think we plan well before we come, but no matter how much we plan, we never can be really ready to come to a new country.
The honeymoon phase usually happens upon arrival, where Canada is seen as such a great place to be, where everything is safe and clean, people are friendly and helpful, and there seems to be so many opportunities. Over time, homesickness and culture shock may occur. Maybe this isn't so great after all. Adaptation begins to occur when people feel connected to their new community. The time for this process is very individual and may take a long time for some to feel settled. The school is an important place where children and parents alike adapt to the Canadian way of life. Sometimes, when you have some knowledge of an individual from a particular culture or nation, we assume that all individuals from that culture are the same. Nothing could be further from the truth. Can you imagine how it would feel if people assumed that all Canadians are the same? Every culture and nation has a diversity within it, so individuals are all unique based on their first language, their education, their living circumstances, and their personal history, among other factors.
When people ask me, where are you from, I say I'm Lebanese, but then
My origin is actually Turkish, so I have a lot of Turkish background that I also bring with me. And then the other thing, I was also raised in Germany, and so there's also an adaptation of that culture. And now I'm Canadian. Not all experiences are the same because we all come from different cultures and different backgrounds, and we bring with us all these wonderful experiences. That's what makes us special and unique. And that's what makes Canada so beautiful.
Newcomer parents have potential barriers to their involvement within the school and with parent groups. For some newcomers, difficulty with English can be an obvious barrier. Other barriers are not so visible.
All parents, whether they are newcomer or Canadian born, they have one thing in common, and that is their success of their children and their involvement of their kids and themselves in the community as well within the school. If a newcomer came from an education background, so they are more familiar with some of the education system, yet you may have a newcomer that has experience of war, trauma, and those barriers will impact their involvement within the school system. The way that you could support newcomers in your community and in your school is knowing that their strengths as well as their barrier. So we all should take responsibility to welcome the newcomer parents, to help them to feel part of the community, because they may want to be, but yet they don't know how to become involved in the school.
It is important to remember that how we appear on the surface may not accurately reflect the depth of the person.
Diversity in communities, especially large centers such as London, continue to increase. If your parent group is in London, you will find that your school community reflects some of this broad diversity, but it will have its own unique characteristics and dimensions. A strong and diverse parent group results in benefits for children, parents, and the entire school community.
As a parent group, you may fully agree about the benefits of being as diverse as your community. At the same time, you may find that it is not easy to get parents to come to meetings or to get involved. Because parents have had many different experiences with schools, there may be different understandings of what role parents have to play. These understandings may range from:
parents are important to the school. Our opinion counts.
I don't want to interfere with what the school does. The teachers are there to teach my children. My job is to make sure they go to school and then the teacher takes over. That's what they are paid for.
I don't even know what a school council is. Is it for parents? What are parents supposed to do?
I want to get involved in school, but I don't know how.
Parent groups want to be seen as approachable and welcoming to all parents, including those parents who cannot come to the school on a regular basis or participate in group activities. Ideally, all parents can confidently say such things as:
school councils and home and school associations are parent-led organizations run by parents for the benefits of parents and students.
I know that my school council is involved in important issues in my school.
My school council is working to support student achievement.
As a parent group who wants to be more inclusive, you may want to reflect on such questions as: how do parents view this parent group, whether it is a school council, home and school association, or other group? Who comes to meetings and events? Who is missing? Is our group aware of the values, traditions, and needs of the families and children in the school? How do we encourage participation from diverse groups?
Hi everyone. It looks like we're a little past our starting point, so let's begin. I know it can be challenging to get out into these evening meetings, so it's really good to see those of you who could be here. We have several decisions to make tonight. Does everyone have a copy of the agenda?
Oh, actually, I have two new people with me. Alicia is the Swiss worker at our school. We're happy to have you here, Alicia.
Thank you.
And Doreen, who Alicia has been helping, is here as well tonight.
Mentoring happens when a parent reaches out to another parent on an individual basis and helps them to understand how parent group functions. It has many benefits in addition to making the newcomer parent feel welcome. As a mentor, you can help others learn and feel supported. You can help to develop your parent group or committee by increasing membership by one more important voice. Mentoring grows personally by being a leader and connecting them in a meaningful way to another parent who needs support. Consider and discuss the following questions. 1. Think about your personal experience when joining a new group. What are some of the things that others did to make you feel welcome? Were some things more helpful than others? 2. Is your parent group interested in increasing its membership? 3. Do you have someone in your parent group who is interested in being a mentor? 4. What would be the first step that you could take to reach out to a newcomer parent? Please pause the DVD now and discuss the questions. To learn more about the benefits of mentoring, see page 24 and 25 in the resource guide. As well, page 29 gives the how-to steps in starting a parent mentoring program.
So part of the binder will also include a welcome kit information. Things like, let's think, perhaps a letter from the school principal would be something inviting for the families, a letter from the school council, home and school association, whatever you happen to have at your school, a letter about maybe how they could volunteer, maybe something about the different committees that there are at the school. All of those kinds of things, just to make them feel more welcome. Can you imagine how you would feel coming into an organization or coming into a group and not knowing what was going to happen next? Make sure that you pull all of those things together. We like to include the Post-it notes or stickers or anything that has the school logo or information, stuff that makes them feel more comfortable and connected to the school.
Ideas for the welcome kit can be found on page 38 of the resource guide. Parent Reaching Out grants are a valuable tool to supporting school councils, projects that focus on involving parents that may not be involved due to language barriers, recent immigration, newness to the Ontario school system, or other factors. Many may be eligible for this funding.
Parent Reaching Out grants, additional funding for a parent engagement project provided by the Ontario Ministry of Education. This funding can be accessed through an application process to the Ontario Ministry of Education. Generally, the application becomes available in the spring of each school year. School councils can apply for up to $1,000. This funding is project specific, and Welcoming All Voices provides many ways that you could develop a project specific to outreach to newcomer parents. Please visit the Ontario Ministry of Education's website for a Parent Reaching Out grant information and application.
As a parent group that wants to become as welcoming and inclusive as possible, there are some basics to think about as you get started. Consider the barriers of participation and how your group can address them. Establish personal connection with the newcomer. Encourage parent participation in words and in actions. Offer leadership opportunities as people develop more comfort and understanding. Use school-based resources and work together. The results for everyone can be great. Some of the local parents have this to say.
In Canada, diversity is the norm. Different people have different understandings about parental engagement and parental involvement. As parents, I believe every single parent care about their children's education. They may support their children's education in different ways. Going to school council can be one of the ways. Let's work together to support our children to help them to reach their highest academic and social cultural potential.
As a newcomer parent myself, I've experienced how important it is to get involved with parent groups in our school. It made it easier for me to adapt into our new community and to connect with other families and the school staff, and it also helped me to better understand the Ontario school system. I'm a member of the parent group at our school, and we try to reach out to newcomers' families with organizing informative and social gatherings, and we try to engage our new families in school activities. It really makes a difference when parents reach out to newcomers' families.
So, what can be some next steps for your group? Take time to review the accompanying resource binder. Perhaps this can be done as part of an upcoming meeting, or maybe one or two members would like to review the binder and then share the material further with the entire group. As a group, discuss some of the suggested tools contained in the binder to see if one or more of these fit your situation. You might also want to discuss welcoming all voices with the school principal, the settlement worker in your school, or another key contact for your group. There is not a single answer as to what to do next. That answer will come from your discussion and reflection about your school committee.
As a Swiss worker, I have had the opportunity to work with many newcomer parents and witness their transition to Canadian culture and to the Canadian school system. It's great to see when parents reach out to one another. Swiss workers are happy to make that connection and will assist host community parents in reaching out to newcomer parents. Those parents who would like to embrace newcomers into their school parent councils can always connect with the settlement worker in their child's school for assistance, and the Swiss worker will proactively guide the newcomer parents and help you to have them engaged. You can always connect with a Swiss worker by asking the school administration. In case there's no Swiss worker in your school, parent councils should connect with school principals, ESL teachers, or school support staff.